Hi guys! Today I'm gonna show you how I transplant small seedlings. They could be super hard to handle when they are super tiny and they don't have big root systems and everything. But at the same time I want to transplant them to bigger pots so I will not have them as leggy as they are. I don't like super leggy plants, so I try to give them new pots and put them further down in the soil so they get roots on the stem as well. And they get more bushy in a way. I don't like it when they are leggy and all over the place basically. So I usually have these starter up pots and they are connected together, so I can't turn it upside down to take out those small tiny seedlings. So I usually grab them with 2 teaspoons and just dig them out of there super carefully so I don't destroy the roots or anything. And I think it's a great way actually. It gets easier to handle. And they are connected, they're super good, save some space and everything. I like those pots. Reuse them every year until they get too broken. But they're super hard to take out the seedlings out of. So I usually take just 2 teaspoons and dig them out of there. Then I try to just separate those small seedlings and choose which one is gonna stay and which one is gonna go. Because I usually keep those that looks the strongest. Sometimes I have a hard time just throwing those tiny seedlings away. So I keep too many, even the less strong ones. But that's another story. Not going into that right now. But then I just take out those small seedlings and I separate them so they're not connecting to the roots anymore, and it's being just super careful. Then I take that second pot that they're gonna get, growing up so fast, my little babies. And then I push that soil on the edge and gently put down that little seedling and just push it to the edge of that pot where I filled up with some soil in the bottom and on that one side of the wall of that pot, as you can see. And then I just take more soil so the seedling gets just getting cut in there with all the soil and everything on the edge. And starting to fill up some more. And as you can see, it's not as long-legged anymore. Gonna get some nice roots in there and be a much bushier plant, hopefully. Not getting as long-legged as before. And then I want to give it a friend. So I push up some soil on the other side of the wall of that pot, just as I did with the first one. Take a little friend for it, super gently, and put it down there. So they have some company, at least these ones. This is my early spring flower, so they won't be indoors for a super long time. So this is a great way to save some space, and I always need to save some space indoors because I have so much seedlings going on, so many different varieties like flowers, chili peppers, other veggies and so on, so I need to save some space. And when these are going out first, they don't need to have super big pots to grow in. I just keep them in these small ones so they get a friend with them in this awesome move. And then I just have them there until they go outside. If they don't get super big, started up to grow super big, and then I have to transplant them one more time. But usually they are good in here before I can move them outdoors. And when they are sitting growing further apart from each other, when it's 2 on one edge, on the other edge of them, it's easier to separate them. Once I'm gonna transplant them outdoors, I can just gently separate the roots from each other and put them down further away from each other so they have a lot of growing space outdoors as well in my other pots. I love it. It feels good to give them a friend. I mean, it's hard to move already, so it's a great way that they can have a friend with them on this awesome move. Have some company going through this tough time with moving. Everybody knows how stressful it can be to move to a different place, so why not take a friend with you? That's just great. And as you can see, it's just continues and continues and continues. Push soil up on the edge, down with the seedling gently. Take more soil so it gets just more support there on the other side. It's creating a ditch or whatever you can call it in the middle. Then it's just push up more soil on the other edge and put down another seedling so it gets some company. And of course, I don't have all kinds of seedlings, giving them friends everywhere and so on. No, but these, like I said, will go outside sooner than others, so each one don't need an individual pot. They will do fine in here. And here, as you can see, I saved a less this one. I don't know, will you grow up and get big and strong, or will you stay this way? You have to prove me wrong here, because now I saved you, even if I said I'm not gonna save the plants, the seedling that's not as equal as strong as others, but I'm giving a chance here, my friend, so grow up and be strong and give me lovely flowers in this springtime that's coming up. This is super fun to do. I mean, for me it's a meditation thing. Having my hands in the soil and just transplanting small seedlings and other plants and everything, it gives me so much. Even if it takes a lot of time, when it's all done and I'm looking at it and they look so great in the new pots, not as long-legged as before, and I just love it. Love it, love it, love it. And of course, I'm making a mess that I have to clean up afterwards, but it's fine. Some soil on the floor, no problem. I'm just gonna vacuum some of it up and continue with everything else. Yeah, I'm gonna take care of that later. But now when they're made this move, they of course need to get some water. I mean, it's hard to just move. I mean, takes so much strength out of you when you're moving to a different place. So of course they need some water now when I move them to their new space. So I'm watering them up super good and then put them on a sunny place or under my growing lights and wait for them to grow up even more. The first day they can look a bit sad after they moved, but usually they come back stronger than ever later on. Usually it takes a day or two before they are not as sad anymore, and sometimes they don't get sad at all. They just get super happy after they moved. So depends on what variety it is and everything. So much going on. Someone flowers or chili peppers or whatever, they are really drama queens. But these, they managed really good, and 2 days later they were looking really good, not sad at all, just enjoying the lovely sunshine and hopefully growing more roots and yeah, just everything. Love it. So I know this is not a thing that everyone should do. It's a lot of different things you can do when you're transplanting your small seedlings and so on, but this is how I do it. And I just wanted to share it with you guys, and I wish you a lovely day. Take great care of yourself and your loved ones, and we'll make an update later. Bye guys!